All right, hello and good evening to each and every one of you here on this Tuesday night. Oh, yes, I've been very, very busy yesterday putting together episode after episode after episode, and in fact, I'm still doing that in a sort of a smaller form right now. But we're going to get started here with our Roblox show here in just a second. Oh, this is talking about the iPads that will not be getting iOS 27 this year. So yeah, I think that iPad mini that I've got right now might only be able to get updates for only one more year before I have to replace it. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, let's go ahead and do our Wordle here before we go any further with anything else. So let's see. Could it be this one? No. All right. Well, how about slam? No, it's not that. Okay, let's try start. Well, we're getting there. Let's see. Stray? No, it's not. I know it can't be straw. Maybe this is not. Oh, I'm pressing backslash instead of backspace. Yeah, that didn't get us anywhere. Stree? Gosh. Strip. Yes, and chicken strips or whatever. But alright. That's the word here. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Let me make sure that the capture card is working correctly. If it even is. I want to be sure I connected this up properly before we started. Let me try the other side. Let's see. Alright, there we go. It likes it now. I guess I just didn't connect the capture card properly. So, try it again. Alright. Why aren't we getting an output? Oh, I think it's, is it because it's only going to one screen and not two? I think that's what it is. Because I recall I must have set it. Oh, it says extend these displays. Show only on two. But then the second display does not show up, so... Guess we'll just let it try to undo everything. Or maybe it already found that other utility or something. And it undid the changes automatically because I didn't interact with it in time. Okay. Alright, well, I think it thinks the 4K utility is finding it, but... Alright. Well, you know what? That's okay. We'll do the 4K capture utility instead, because that's really the only way I can get this to work. But let me make sure that the... Yeah, make sure it found the capture card. But I don't know if it even switched to it.
Things pane. Output device list.
Yeah, for some reason the audio through the capture card's not working now. I don't know why. That's right, I'll just put it back on the default microphone.
Speak.
It's alright.
Settings pane.
Right arrow, right arrow, right arrow, right arrow. Alright. Arcade Island is up first. And also so that way I can better move around in the game. I'm going to take the mouse out of here. See if I can find the cable that leads to the mouse. And that I don't unplug any other components. Alright, use USB ports on the side. Alright, there we are. Oh wait, am I controlling the computer or am I... Wait a minute, what? I might have
Guys.
I think I disconnected. Yeah, I disconnected the keyboard instead of the mouse. Oh, great. I'm disconnecting everything but what I'm supposed to be disconnecting. Now, great. Where's the USB? The keyboard. Oh, is it still? That was the microphone from earlier. This is the keyboard. The mouse should be controlling the computer. Oh, yeah, plugged in the keyboard to the wrong one. This is where the mouse is. There we go. And then the keyboard in here. Great, I lost the cord. It's kind of hard when it's like this. Alright. Now this should be what we need. The mouse. Alright. Are we getting... Ah, here we go. Alright, there we go. Disconnecting everything but what I'm supposed to be disconnecting. But I'll go ahead and turn the narrator off so that way I can talk. But yeah, there's Discord's overlay already at work. Yeah, already hard at work. All right. So as we're getting started here, I probably should turn that overlay off. But I don't know. I'll keep it running for now. But all right. I'll go ahead and take a moment and talk about what's happened over the last few hours since we were with you all last, which was on Sunday night. So, after we left you Sunday night, of course, I did continue rendering episodes of both shows. Well, actually, all 4 shows. That actually was the same case yesterday. That was actually, the very thing I had been focusing on the whole entire day. The whole day yesterday, I've been focusing on rendering more episodes of, all 4 of those shows that would go through 2027. So I spent pretty much the whole day Monday getting more episodes of all those shows put together. Not just that, but also saw the 1% Club and the Quiz with Balls. And sadly, that was the season finale of both shows. And I don't want to spoil anything, those of you who haven't seen, or if any of you cares about the 1% Club or anything last night. On, what was it, the 60% question? That was the most people that had gone out in just a single question ever. My goodness. And it happened yet again. The mobile app did not even have the questions put in there in time. And I checked this morning and they were there. And I checked today, still not there. It's a second chance show and they didn't even take the time to put in the questions. My God, seems like the World Cup really messed those plans up. But I don't know why they didn't put the questions into the app. But But I mean, 10 out of the 12 episodes of the season, where we could just play along with the app. I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that's too bad. So very, very good, I should say, in terms of that. So, watch the season finale of both the 1% Club and Quiz with Balls last night. The episode of The Wall was a rerun. But then on my lunch break yesterday afternoon, in addition to rendering all those episodes, I actually was greeted, because I had the Game Show Network on, and it seems like this has been part of their schedule for a good while. So let's see, for like 12 noon until 2 p.m. Central Time, in this time zone, it seems like it's a 2-hour marathon of old episodes of Wheel of Fortune. This time around, it seems like they're airing episodes that aired back in late 2020. Yeah, late 2020 or early 2020. Yeah, most likely late 2020. Because if the episode was recorded in, let's say, January 2020 and then it aired in March of 2020, yeah, it would just still be the old way. So those episodes must have been recorded during the pandemic because the host doesn't come up to the contestants. They just remain spaced out. So, yeah, pretty much that's what the whole thing was. And it was during one of the commercial breaks where I was actually greeted to a promo, and I can't believe this. The Game Show Network is actually going to be airing reruns of The Floor. I'm not kidding. And I totally forgot what the date is. I think it's this weekend they're going to be starting that. Well, this is actually kind of perfect too, because next month, September 22nd, I believe it was a Wednesday. So at the end of next month, it'll be on Wednesday nights like it pretty much always has been for a good while. So, yeah, Fox is going to be bringing back The Floor for a... what was this? Is this season 6 or is this season 5? I can't remember what season it was. It's been so long. So, they're bringing So, GSN must have gotten the broadcast rights from Fox. Or maybe Fox or their parent company, Disney, considering that, I mean, GSN is a Sony brand, is part of Sony. So I guess they must have gotten the broadcast rights from Fox to air reruns of The Floor. So that's going to be a weekend thing. Because, I mean, they've really gotten... Well, so let me be more specific here. GSN is a Sony property, and they've been airing reruns of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, both of which have been made by that said parent company. But, of course, they air shows from other networks, too. Like in the case of The Wall and Deal or No Deal, both of which were on NBC. Well, Deal or No Deal was on NBC. The Wall is still on NBC. However, GSN got the rights to air reruns of both shows. So in the case of Fox, this is no different. They got the broadcast rights to rerun The Floor. But the question I have is, what seasons are they going to be rerunning? Well, that we'll have to wait until this weekend to find out. And great, the laptop died. Before I could even get a chance to plug it in, let me do that. Yeah, but you all saw how quick that was. Yeah, how quick it went out. Alright, once I get this thing back on, if I can get it back. Well, great, it must have already. Great, the hibernation sequence might have already initiated. Oh, here it comes. It's finally coming back on. So I guess I might have plugged it in and stopped the cycle. Alright, let me get this back in here so we can continue. I don't know if I'm going to have to reconnect the game or the game will reconnect on its own. Yeah, I'm going to have to reconnect it manually, so let me reconnect it. Oh, great, now I got to wait for the wireless connection to come back. Okay. Alright, so once the game reloads here, I'll give it a second to reload. And then we should be all set. Okay, there we are. Okay, now, where was I? I was saying about Monday. Yeah, I was talking about the coming reruns of The Floor, which is I think sort of a perfect time because Fox is going to be bringing it back for another season this September, along with Celebrity Name That Tune and Weakest Link. Oh boy, the fall lineup is already looking jam-packed. Fox is bringing back Name That Tune and Celebrity Weakest Link for another season. They still got Beat Shazam going on meanwhile. However, I don't think that will be on for much longer because then I found out Best Medicine and Doc are both going to be coming back for another season, respectively. So I don't expect Beat Shazam to be on for a little longer. So then ABC would have Jeopardy Master. Jeopardy Masters, that returns next week, I believe. Yeah, next week. Yeah, it comes back next week, the 25th, at the 7 p.m. slot. So yeah, that's more than likely going to hinder our Roblox show, but we're not going to talk about that yet. We won't talk about that until we get there. But yeah, I did make quite some progress rendering all those episodes of all those shows last night. Every episode of all those shows. But as for where I stand, where it stands right now, with Ticket to Ride, I was going to get it up to 375, but at this current point, I pretty much have already passed the 3/4. I've already passed the 3/4 the way mark. Yeah. Yeah, I can't see the chat because I have the mouse plugged into another PC. But yeah, I'll try to look at the chat on another device, which I'm using to simulcast this on the main. And we're using the WeatherScan RTMP to broadcast it from the main system, or main system, because I want to make use of this RTMP even when it's not being used for its desired purpose. But yeah, so pretty much in short, over the last few days, I've been really busy rendering episodes of all of those shows. I mean, at the beginning of all of this on Sunday, it was off to a sort of rocky start, considering that it was running into request errors and stuff like that. But then I found out about just directly importing it from the import menu. That way, I was able to, really get things off the ground and really get it up and running. But Ticket to Ride is already nearly at the end, but as for all the other shows, there's still a long way to go. In fact, Yahtzee might have actually just crossed the halfway mark as well, so pretty much I'd say in terms of 2 of the shows, we're already halfway done. But then I've still got Sorry and Big John's Wheel to go. I'm actually still rendering episodes of Big John's Wheel as of right now. So I'll be rendering more and more episodes of those. In fact, that show last night, the PC, which I'm using to, do this whole exporting endeavor on. Oh yeah, the 1 terabyte drive that I put in this thing filled up very, very quickly from all of Clipchamp's cache, plus all of the final products and the associated footage files. The thing ran out of space at like what, episode 3? I think I remember I took it up to 350 and then stopped it there. I can look at the dates and just be sure. Yeah, so I took it up to 350 and then stopped it there last night. So what I did was I just moved over the completed footage onto another drive. Meanwhile, freeing up space there in the process. So at least there's enough space now so I can continue to import episodes for, or rather export episodes for as long as I can, or rather for as long as it'll allow me to, before I have to start moving footage off the system again. Let me see. Oh, that's right. I'm not connected to the. I'm trying to see where that Empire Builder number 7 is, because I heard it left, because I found out it left Chicago pretty late. Trying to see where the marine warning came from. Let's see. Oh, it's from Michigan. Did I put Michigan in there? I don't think I did. Severe thunderstorm watch for Bassett, Virginia. That was from yesterday. Try to see if I can zoom this darn thing in. No, not that far. No, that's a Hiawatha. Oh my god, the builder is still in Chicago? I don't know what's taking it so long to leave. But whatever. All right. So yeah, that's what's been going on the last few days. So yeah, that's what's been happening the last few days, including today. Now, of course, my dinner is being prepared for tonight, so we'll try to get through the rest of this as fast as we can, so that way then I can enjoy my dinner. And then we can come back to this and continue. Now, just like we've done before, and in fact, I think this will be the last week, we will be able to run Roblox like this, because then when Jeopardy Masters starts, and in turn all the other primetime syndication stuff like Flipside or whatever, we're going to be waiting. We might have to, well, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to occupy the 4 p.m. time slot again, but we'll find out later on. So let me pull up Chicago. So we're still waiting for builder number 7's departure, which is now like what, 2.5 hours late? Yeah, 2.5 hour late departure. So I'll keep the cam on in case if and probably when it finally leaves, which I hope it does. Which hopefully it should soon. But all right, so again, the plans for the rest of this week. So tonight, once we're done here, which again I want to finish, I want to have this done at 7:45, so that way I can, put everything back the way it was, continue rendering episodes. Well, I've stopped Ticket to Ride and Yahtzee where they were, so I'll continue rendering those episodes tonight, and maybe I'll probably continue rendering those tomorrow on air, considering that both, well, there is still a long way to go for Yahtzee, but it is, as I said, it is halfway done, but Ticket to Ride is already nearing the end, so I was thinking I'll just go ahead and finish off Ticket to Ride and then move over and then just, do all the Yahtzee stuff. But then also on this week's weekly test show tomorrow, since I am closer to the city and I am able to pick up KJY62, that means you're going to be able to hear you're going to hear me you'll be able to hear me receive 2 weekly tests, possibly 3. But first I'll need to get some new batteries in my 12996 because when I took it out of the box on that Friday night, considering that all my radios had been sitting in their boxes on battery power for over 12 hours, the 12996 is starting to show its replace batteries message. It's starting to do that every 24 hours. So I'm gonna need to get some new batteries in that. So yeah, I might want to get some new batteries in there or run it off of AC power. While we're doing the show. So I think I just heard that my dinner is ready. So let's finish this game here and then I will check. All right. Okay, so my dinner's not quite ready yet, so we still got some time. So yeah, we still got quite some time here. But yeah, so this week's weekly test show will be able to bring you both Northern Indiana and Chicago. And hopefully Chicago will end up doing their test this week. I don't even know if they made it up on Friday like I was expecting them to. Well, I don't obviously know because first off, I was at work and I was too focused on updating the machines and I didn't even bother checking, the 2 no weather radios in the other spots of the campus, building, complex, whatever, to make sure that they received the test alert at 11 a.m. Second, of course, my logger was offline as we were moving our equipment because it was literally, our equipment was just literally, well, I had my equipment packed up, because we were just going to go straight from Downers Grove to here. So that's essentially what, the whole premise of this whole thing was. So that's why I obviously don't know if Chicago ended up making up their test or not. Yeah, I don't know whether they made it up or not, but the only way I will know is if Waterford ended up getting it or Neptune got it. That's the only way I will know if Chicago made their test up on Friday, but they either made it up Friday or they canceled it altogether like Memphis does. If they can't make it up on Thursday, then they'll just cancel it all together for the week and then they'll try again next week. So, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens tomorrow. But of course, that's not all. We're still going to play our usual games: Hyperbole, Monopoly, the Wheel of Fortune Deluxe. I know this Vista VM in here doesn't have the proper, details, so I might need to. But of course, I'll take note of what details, what days we've already done, and prepare the next days. But at this point, I think dinner's getting close, so we might want to go ahead and start the next game now. And just so you all have something to look at, we'll go ahead and do the marble game. And I think I might have been just in time, but of course I'm going to mute the volume on the machine. And I might put it back on, but it's only going to go through the PC speakers and not the main system. I think that actually might be the dinner call. Yep, that is dinner. All right, so just let you all enjoy this marble game here, and then we'll be back to play another game. All right. Back from dinner. I just thought I'd let the music go.
New notification from Discord.
Here, let's put this right up to the microphone.
Left arrow. Single quote. New notification from single quote. Single quote. Single quote. Single quote. Single quote.
Single quote. Single quote.
Single quote. Single quote. Single quote. Single quote. Single quote.
Single quote. Anyway. Let's see if the...
New notification from Discord. Double F.
Did the Empire Builder
New
finally
notification
leave?
from Discord T. New notification T. New notif T.
It has it still. How could that be? Well, hey, at least I didn't miss it. Okay. Alright. Now, what do we play next?
New notification from Grave Accent.
Grave Accent. Alright, let's play that golf game next.
20 volume level.
Grave Accent. Grave Accent. Grave Accent. Alright. I'll just, keep the volume down a little bit so I can continue talking here. And, is this hole 18 already, or is this the... Oh, this is only hole 8. So, we'll stick around for a full game after this, and then, well, you know, you get the whole idea here. Okay, now, was that everything I wanted to talk about? I think I said everything I wanted to say. But I was going to discuss the rest of the plans for the week. That's what I was going to discuss. So I was on Wednesday already. I didn't get to Thursday yet. Exiting narrator. So yeah, I was gonna get to the plans for Thursday, but I didn't get that. I didn't get that far yet. So I'll go ahead and take this time now, and we'll talk about that. But first off, let me repeat the plans for Wednesday in case you might have missed it. So tomorrow, of course, I will be getting the, of course, we are going to be hearing both the Northern Indiana and Chicago weekly tests. But first I gotta figure out putting new batteries in the 12996, considering that the batteries that are in there are already pretty low. Because now it's saying to replace the batteries. Or I'll just bring over its AC cord and run it off of AC power. For the whole duration of this thing. That's what I'm thinking about doing, running this off of AC power the whole time. Well, with the batteries still in there, of course, but of course the batteries are meant to be a backup power source in case wall power is not available. So that's really what these weather alert radios were designed for, to be primarily run on AC power, but if that is not, but of course, battery power is a backup, so as a backup. So then I have to wait for it to go away before I try to, there we go. Alright then. Oh, the mouse is still within the window. Yeah, I think you're gonna... Yeah, there we go. I gotta hit start just to get out of it. So yeah, that'll be one of the main events tomorrow. We'll be hearing Northern Indiana and Chicago each doing their tests as per usual. And of course, we can't forget about the other usual stuff that we do on Wednesdays. Such as the WMBS word game, where, of course, as you know, we get a certain amount of letters, and we're going to try to figure out what kind of word we can make from those letters. So, that is, of course, what the plan is tomorrow. So, yeah, that's, of course, what the plan is tomorrow. That'll be the first part, but then of course the other usual games that we're gonna play: Hyperbole, Monopoly. Yeah, we're gonna play Hyperbole, Monopoly. So yeah, Hyperbole, Super Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune Deluxe. I mean, so Wheel of Fortune Deluxe, Monopoly, Hyperbole, and all that. But then, of course, considering the amount of time that I think we're likely going to have afterwards, I think it is pretty likely then that we will be able to showcase those. We'll play some more of those Yu-Gi-Oh! Custom things. Now, I talked a little bit about this on Sunday night, but for those of you who might have missed it, when I was testing Hayes Weather Radio a little bit more on Thursday night, going into that Friday, I had discovered that I had accidentally deleted one of the virtual machines that I primarily used to test those custom variants of games. Now, I tested them on Windows 11. However, I was not going to be keeping those VMs in the long run anyway. So I would have just got rid of them sooner or later, but I guess it's better than never, and just letting my space continue getting eaten up until there's like 2 megabytes of free space left, or just 2 bytes, or however much is left. Well, I would just have basically nothing left to even store anything, which would be pretty bad. But I didn't want to keep that VM for long anyway. And I think I recall I stored a backup of it on that other drive. I haven't checked it yet, but maybe I'll check it. I'll check it when I get a chance. But not for right now. So moving on with the let's see. So that's what I was saying. The plan for Wednesday, the games. Well, of course, do the basically a lot of the Wednesday stuff that we typically do. The eBay scavenger hunt, all that stuff. So, yeah, all of that. Yeah, all that good stuff. So we'll do all that tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll play Yahtzee at the end. And then, of course, that'll be after we do a single duel with Kaiba and Joey. And that's how Wednesday's going to play out. But in addition to all of that, I will, of course, be continuing on with Ticket to Ride, Yahtzee, Sorry. Well, right now I cannot get Sorry to go any further because I'm using the mouse on a different machine and we're on the air. So, as of right now, I'm only rendering more Big John's Wheel of Fortune episodes. So that's the only show I'm continuing on while we're on the air. But tomorrow, I will allow every show to continue on while we're live. And of course, the plan is I would like to get Ticket to Ride totally finished up. Totally finish getting the Ticket to Ride episodes rendered. Finish getting the Ticket to Ride episodes rendered. And then once they have all been rendered, the only other thing to do then is, assign it another show. More than likely, I'll give it Yahtzee and, double the machines and let Yahtzee finish up with that. And then I'll just finish up with Yahtzee, and then I'll be splitting Big John's Wheel and Sorry between both machines. And we'll just keep going until either of the shows are done, and then I'll eventually start uploading all of them. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to accomplish tomorrow while we're live. Finishing up Ticket to Ride and Yahtzee, so then Big John's Wheel and Sorry are the only shows that are left. Yeah, that are left afterwards. And then, of course, I'll continue rendering the episodes of all those shows on Thursday. Oh, of course, Thursday, but then going into Friday as well. Where is this ball even supposed to go? It's just taking us down the same path we were going before. Oh, that's where it's supposed to go. Now where's it going? Is it just gonna send us right back? It's just sending us right back to where we were. It keeps sending us back to where we began. I don't know what the target even is. Is it like all the way down there or something? No, it just takes us right back to where we start. I don't even see the hole anywhere. Yeah, this is pretty. This is a pretty hard final hole. Wait a second. Oh, there it is. There's the hole. You have to travel all the frickin' way. Yeah, that was rough. I just needed a lot of power just to get it to go. Oh yeah, Thursday I'll continue rendering episodes, and then Friday will be one of the last days, well, of the week. So then Friday I'll hopefully finish that whole thing up before we start our fun night show that night. Saturday, I'll continue with those as well. I'll see how far I get with that before we do our fun and game show that night. And maybe I'll spend the rest of the night finishing up those episodes. And then whatever I don't complete on those two respective days, I will continue on with that on Sunday of that following week, and then I can eventually begin work on the Street View episodes. You know, some of the other Street View episodes to sort of bring that show closer to being done. But in addition, I'll begin the process of uploading all the shows, all the episodes of all the shows. But of course, I do know that that process is not going to, be able to be accomplished all in one day. So it'll have to be split into multiple days. In fact, it's likely going to take multiple weeks it's going to very likely take multiple weeks to get all those episodes, to get all those episodes up. And once we eventually do get to that point, then yeah, that would pretty much be the end of that process. But then I noticed there was a major error on one of the Minecraft Trial Series remake episodes that I did not fix. So, whichever show completes first, and I think Ticket to Ride most likely, I'm going to fix that. The only episode I found that needs to be fixed is Interstate 289. So I'm going to fix that one. I'm going to fix that one after I get Ticket to Ride finished. So I've already written that down in my notes. And then, of course, when I eventually do get back home on Sunday, as you may well know, I have already assigned the remaining NWR transmitters for the County Requests series. So, pretty much then, on the first day that I get back home from here, currently it looks like it's going to be looking like the 29th at the moment. So more than likely the 30th then. But of course I can't forget about uploading all the other stuff. Those will follow the county request uploads that I'll be doing. So let me get the whole basis here. So each and every single day, I think I might just do it in only a weekday format. So I might just do it in a weekday format only. Based on the plans or whatever. I'll probably just only render, or maybe just only make episodes in a 2.5 hour, or in only like a 2.5 hour block each weekday. So let's see. So 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. each weekday, which includes my lunch break and, well, from oh boy, see, Severe Thunderstorm Watch got issued, but I don't think this is affecting Chicago yet, because I don't see, because it went into effect already, and KW 39 or Lockport have not activated. So yeah, more than likely it's not for Chicago, so it's not for that general area. But going back to the schedule again. So again, when I get back back to home base from here, beginning on Monday, September, is that August 31st? Yeah. So August 31st and continuing for I don't know how many more weeks. It'll probably be entirety of September thing. More than likely it'll be something for the entirety of September. I'll be spending the whole weekday completing, finishing up the Street View episodes and any additional remaining county request episodes, just so I could, so that way I can just put both shows to rest and then I don't have to worry about it, for the weekend. Because, I mean, that's the thing. What's been going down for the past several months pretty much barely gave me any sort of opportunity to even do a county request episode, hence why we had been falling behind those last 2 weeks.
Did you feel
All right, yeah, sorry about that. Of course, I did, of course, warn you all from like the first day that all this went down that I would be, interrupted more frequently. But during that interruption, the Empire Builder finally left Chicago 3.5 hours behind schedule. Yeah, 3.5 hours behind. Not 3.5. Let me get this right. Let's see. Because normally it leaves at 3:05, so I'd say an estimated late time of 3 hours. Is this 3:75? No, it's not. Okay. So I'd say the estimated delay is right now. So it finally left I'm just going to round it to 3 hours late. So finally it left 3 hours late, and I think I saw everything else. I just want to be sure that I saw everything, because I went back on that Borealis earlier. It left Chicago an hour later than usual. And I think that's all the Amtrak trains I gotta go back on, so I'm pretty much all set with that. But okay. Alright, now let me get back to the plans for what I was saying when I get back. So once this little staycation concludes, I plan to, really get into the nitty-gritty of the, sort of the taping portion of this whole taping cycle and whatever. So beginning August 31st, we're going to do this how I have been doing with the taping cycles before it. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday of each week, I'll be recording more county requests episodes. So what I plan to do is record several episodes over a 2.5 hour time span from like 11 a.m. up to 1:30 p.m. I'm going to try to produce as many as I can in just one day. And then pretty much I'll just keep going with that process until every remaining episode has been made. And then after that, all that's left then to do is put together the rest of the Street View episodes. And then eventually, I can finally begin production of a few other things. As I'm sure you all know by now, I am still debating on whether or not I will do the second half of the second season of Fifth Grader that just premiered last week. But currently, based on the cosmetic condition of the DS and how I think, trying to record multiple episodes and based on how I had to retake season one episode, the first half of the season's episodes numerous times, I don't think doing the second half of the season is, probably a good thing, because I don't really think there's a way I can easily capture the screen from the DS console to the PC. Well, I would have to do it but you know what? I could do it via webcam, but I don't think the quality of webcams is gonna be that good. So there's no point in trying it if I want to try it with an actual camera. But if I'm going to want to do it, then I will have to make a decision before the end of September. Because by then I want to have all the county request episodes done, I want to have all the Street View episodes done, and then I just want to spend the whole September time span recording the second half of Fifth Grader if that's what I want to do. But of course, this is going to come at another cost too. I will have to reshoot the last 5 episodes of the first half of the season. I'll have to reshoot the end of the last week of the first half. I'll have to reshoot the entirety of that if I want to do the other ones. So that would mean a lot of episodes to produce, as a whole. So pretty much it's just going to be nonstop taping for a good while. And depending on how far I get, it might take, let's see, I'm currently hoping 2 to 3 weeks to film the entire second half of the season, then I'll get all those episodes up as quickly as possible. So, and then once Fifth Grader is dealt with, then I'll move on to, other projects that we have planned for the fall, including Deal or No Deal Jackpot, which will take the place of the bowling train after it's not going to be a permanent replacement. It's just going to be a placeholder until its permanent replacement premieres next year. So, Deal or No Deal Jackpot. If I move forward with the second half of season 2 of Fifth Grader, then Deal or No Deal Jackpot would take the 3 p.m. time slot once the Travel Series remake concludes. Or if I decide to not do a second half of the season with that DS game and just end the series right then and there at the end of this year, then I'll just have Deal or No Deal Jackpot take the 3:30 p.m. time slot until Fifth Grader's permanent replacement premieres, which again will be next year. So, second half of Fifth Grader if I choose to do it, Deal or No Deal Jackpot, and then the first seasons of Play 4, which is going to be the permanent replacement to the bowling train after the series concludes. And actually, really, the 3 p.m. time slot hasn't really seen anything else past the summer. Because usually the bowling train runs from June until October, so really through the summer. And then the 3 p.m. slot doesn't see anything else after that. So yeah, it's just pretty bland after the whole thing concludes. So after the bowling train concludes, there isn't really anything else in the 3 p.m. time slot. There isn't really anything else in the 3 p.m. slot that we would do. So I was thinking beginning in August of next year, that's when a shorter version of Play 9 is going to take its place. So once I get all that other stuff taken care of, I'll then move on to recording episodes of those other shows of one of those shows that I just mentioned, the first season of Play 4, and along with that, the first season of what is going to be a permanent replacement for fifth grader. Now, remember those Yu-Gi-Oh games that we have been showcasing for the past several months, and also when I've been planning out the fall taping cycle for this year, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and make that, feature those Yu-Gi-Oh games as a series. So, but of course, before I even get to production on that, since the rules of the Yu-Gi-Oh card game are quite complex, well, it's not really, well, it actually is, it's a mouthful of rules. Let me state it this way. Yeah, it's the rules of that are quite a mouthful. So, and really, I don't even think it's worth, stating all those rules in just one video. So, before the show even premieres, and I'm thinking the week before, I'll just make an intro video showing, how the rules are going to work. And of course, that would then release at like 3:30 p.m. the Monday before the show premieres. So that way, then when we just get to the premiere episode, we can just jump right into. So that way, then when we get to the premiere episode, we can just jump right into a duel. We can just jump right into a duel. And I've been thinking in the description, I could probably put a reference to the rule sheet or to a video of the reference of the rules, before the show, that went up before the show premiered. But I think a week might be enough time for everybody to, review the rules and get a good idea of how the game actually works before it premieres. Now, for Playfield TV, I'm thinking we'll probably just air it once, or maybe we'll probably just throw it into the rotation. And we're only going to air the rule sheet before the show premieres. After that, we will not air the rule sheet again. So, now that video I have yet to make. But I do plan on making it after I complete everything else. And I was thinking maybe I'll wait till after I finish Deal or No Deal Jackpot before doing that. So essentially the plan then is, well, let me state it this way. So finish county requested Street View videos, then record the second half of season 2 of fifth grader if I so desire. If not, then go straight to Deal or No Deal Jackpot. And then after that, that's when I'll record the first seasons of Play 4 and Yu-Gi-Oh! But before both begin, I'm gonna make that instructional video, covering the rules of the game. And since there's quite a lot of them to cover, that I don't even know if it would be worth covering it in the premiere episode. I've been just thinking about, just make the rule sheet separately, and then I'll deal with the rest later. That's what I was thinking of doing. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. And then of course, once that's all done, made and scheduled, then of course I can then get to work on filming the entire first season of the program. And in fact, I could just go ahead and put in the 75 episodes that will go through 2027 of both respective shows. Yeah, of both shows respectively. And then, then once we get to 2028, I can just put together the second half of the season and then move on to, and then of course, if I finish season one in the at the end of the fall taping cycle, if I get through the first season of both shows, I'll just go straight to filming season two. Yeah, I'll just move straight on to filming season two because I don't have to worry about Ticket to Ride, Big Giant's Wheel, or any other shows. Considering the shows that are going on otherwise right now are going to last for a good while, are still going to last for a good while. So I won't have to worry about scrambling or finding replacements for both shows yet. Because then when we get to the spring of 2027, I can then move on to filming the second season of Play 9. And again, with Play 4, if I finish recording its first season, I'll start recording its second season. And then, same thing with Yu Gi Oh! If I finish up its first season early, I'll move on to filming its second season. The second season, which will go through 2028 and 2029. And then when we get to the fall of next year, if I end up completing Yu Gi Oh! Season 2, I'll then record its third season. Play 4, same story. If I finish up its second season, I'll move on to filming its third season. And of course, this will be the same story. But then when we get to the fall of 2027, that is going to then be a point where I will have to find replacements for some shows, particularly Ticket to Ride and Yahtzee. However, there was a Yahtzee project that I actually wanted to make as well. I'm still debating as to whether I want to film it in the spring or save it for the fall of 27. But I can tell you right now what this mini series of Yahtzee is more than likely going to be. Basically, it's going to be sort of like a smaller extension. I was going to, do the final episodes of the series with that, but then after determining how long it would likely take, I instead decided let's just make it its own independent, mini series. So then once we reach, the threshold for the completion of Journey to the Grandmaster, which is what this whole mini game thing is, then that would then be the end of the series. So I could just record episodes of Yahtzee with that. Oh, Windpoint, Wisconsin to Winthrop Harbor, Illinois. I think I know what's coming next here. So all right. All right, now give me a second while I go take care of take care of something here, and then we will move on to our next game on the list. All right, that has been taken care of. Of course, that went pretty fast. Let me move this thing that the episode that just finished out of the downloads folder so it doesn't delete it on its own. 50 player bingo. Huh. What is this? Why don't we see what this game is about? Because I don't think I've seen it before. I wonder, what is this about? I might need the volume on so I can hear the game. Can I turn the music off? Ah, here we go. Volume 100%. Oh, jeez.
And 44.
Yep, this is just what you think it is. It's just regular bingo.
IAT.
Alright. So, as we start this particular game here,
G49.
let's see. If I were to do Journey to the Grandmaster or whatever, it'll be more than likely that we will get to production on that in the spring.
24.
In the spring of 2027. Because, like I said, Yahtzee is pretty much covered for a while, and I won't have to worry about it until...
G54.
I won't have to worry about it until we have, until there's, 100 episodes left of the series. Then that's when I'll start. But then that's when I'll prioritize Journey to the Grandmaster if I have not started production on that yet. But
B13.
we'll see. We'll see how far we get with that.
I29.
But we'll see how far I get with that when we get there.
G51.
So that's to coincide with the...
N40.
That's to coincide with the episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! And all that.
I28. I25.
There we go. So I'm starting the next Wheel of Fortune episode now.
G57.
G57.
N38.
So yeah. All in all, that's really what the fall taping cycle currently looks like, and that's what next year so far shaping to look like in terms of tapings for right now. But of course, I will be keeping you all apprised of any later updates, on future shows and whatnot of anything else that's coming up. All right. So with all that said and done, let's go ahead and play this here. I'm waiting for N35 to show up.
I20.
We could also turn on the narrator.
G52.
Starting Roblox. Grave accent. Grave accent. Grave accent. Grave accent. Grave accent. Grave accent.
I26.
Oh, jeez.
Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. New notification from percent sign. Percent sign. Percent sign. Percent sign. Percent sign.
Percent sign.
35.
There it is. Now you just hit the button.
B3.
Oh. What round are we? Oh, we're on the crown round.
G59.
Oh, this is just like that other bingo game
N36.
where you have to meet a specific requirement before you can call bingo. So.
B11.
Alright, well, that makes sense now.
O64.
So that makes sense.
Karen.
O72.
Asterisk. Asterisk. Asterisk.
Walk the aisle. What?
Asterisk.
Asterisk. Oh, so now we're on the blackout. Asterisk.
G55.
Asterisk.
075.
Yeah, I never won that other bingo game when we played it last.
B14.
We haven't touched it in forever, but it's not gonna matter because we're gonna be getting rid of this show soon anyway. Oh gosh. Asterisk.
Asterisk. Speed increased to 15%. Less than sign. Greater than sign. Backslash. Vertical bar.
Vertical bar. Next game starts in 10 seconds.
Grave accent. Grave accent. Speed increased to 55%. Not a narrator command. 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 New notification from Discord. Not a narrator command. Not a narrator command. Not a narrator command. Not a narrator command. Not a narrator command.
Not a narrator command. Even faster.
Increase to 60%. Not a narrator command. 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 Not a narrator command.
And 33.
I see there's some of the reports from last
54.
week. Yeah, the ratio from last week, along with updated survey confirmations. Yeah, what an event that was.
I-29.
And I don't think any of the wireless alerts are... Yep, they're gone.
062.
Yep, the wireless alerts are gone. Oh.
And 43.
Oh, great. All that stuff here.
I-25.
What kind of voice even is that? I have no idea.
G60.
I don't even know what voice that even is.
061.
I'm gonna let it.
B11.
Fine. Percent sign. Percent sign.
070.
Not a percent sign. Percent sign.
Speak.
Closing bracket. Closing bracket. Percent sign. Percent sign.
072.
Percent sign.
Notification from grave accent. Grave accent.
B14.
Grave accent.
Grave accent.
Grave accent. Grave accent. Grave accent.
Backslash. Backslash.
G52.
Backslash. Backslash. Backslash.
069.
Left arrow. Right 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 arrow. Down arrow.
I-27.
Oh my.
Down arrow. Down arrow. Down arrow.
And 42.
Down arrow. Down arrow. Right arrow. Right arrow.
I-30.
Right arrow. And look, there's even tables we could sit at or
New
something.
notification from Discord ants.
Wait, I can't even see myself. Anybody else? I even see myself.
Opening bracket, closing bracket, closing brace, closing brace,
Closing brace. Closing brace. Closing brace.
And
Checkerboard.
32.
Huh, checkerboard. That's an interesting design.
G46.
That is interesting.
question mark, question mark, question mark,
B12.
double quotes,
Starting narrator.
starting narrator,
G51.
like, new notification from number sign,
063.
new notifications, double quotes, Single quote, single quote, single quote, single quote, single quote.
Single
This project is
quote.
going to new notification from grave accent, grave accent, grave accent, grave accent.
Grave accent.
Polishing it off. System tray overflow element message compose single quote
Single quote. Single quote. Single quote. Single quote.
System tray overflow window element room message composer region single quote send a
Single
message
quote. Single
edit
quote. Single
send a
quote.
message
Single quote. Single quote.
single quote single quote single quote single Roblox single quote new notification from new notification
I-28.
semicolon, semicolon,
Semicolon.
semicolon, 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 semicolon,
G48.
ele percent sign, backspace, selected, selection deleted. Backslash.
Both saying backslash.
068.
Backslash. Just let backslash. Roblox, backslash.
I gotta make sure that my board matches the pattern. Hide cards. Ah, here we go. And make sure that we're in our seat before we continue.
Widgets, pane.
Ah, no, that's not what I wanted.
Roblox.
Got it before it even loaded anything.
V9.
New notification from semicolon.
G49.
I'm looking for 067 and B5.
G50.
We can look and see if B5 has been
N40.
called yet. Yeah, it looks like it has.
I-24. N36.
New notification from grave accent. Grave accent. New notification. Bingo.
Got one too? Call it now.
Widgets pane.
Nope, I don't.
Widgets. Web content region. Backspace. Enter. New notification from element. WPLDEAS monitor. Platform chat. Backslash.
45.
Oh my gosh.
1 of 1. Window.
Window.
G53.
So yeah, we'll play a few rounds of this, and then we'll play Uno, maybe
44.
bowling, and then I think we'll be done. But you know what? I think this will be a good addition to our lineup until we're totally through.
N39.
Until we are totally through with this.
N31.
Speed increased to 50%. Not a narrator command. Element 1 platform chat win. And backspace. Speed increased to 60%. Speed increased to 55%. Backspace. Boom. Backspace. Boom. Bingo. Roblox. Backspace. Backspace.
Backspace.
Backspace.
Backspace. They're just all jumping up and down.
New notification from Discord. Opening bracket. Closing bracket. Element confirm removal dialog. Reason.
Now let's try this.
Speed increase to 60%. Element plan bold chat window. Call message notification from LJ. WPLDEAS monitor. Plan bold chat. WPLDEAS monitor place voice call. 1 of 1 window.
074.
Element plan bold chat. Emoji. Button. Selected.
N34. B12.
Exclamation point. Speed increased to 70%.
N37.
Speed decreased to 40%. Not a narrator command. Speed increased to 45%. $sign.
$061.
$sign.
Oh my goodness.
and 42.
Less than sign. Greater than sign.
Greater than sign.
Greater than sign.
And 31.
Greater than sign.
G57. G51.
The element icon is still there. Sure, what do we type in this box?
Element 1.
Opening parenthesis. Closing parenthesis.
And 38.
Roblox.
It's better if I move this so I can
17.
see the... So I can see the board.
G51.
Yeah, so I can see the board as it's doing stuff.
And 36.
Bingo.
I don't have, well, they haven't even called the I's or any of the B's that are on my card yet. 50 plus wins only, you get like the front row seat or something. Okay.
50 volume level.
50 volume level.
I-24.
Hashtag WPLD. Escape. Message. Server group.
G54.
Server action. Servers group. Direct message. Book Michiganese Adam symbol ring. Exclamation point. Backspace. Exclamation point. Roblox.
B5.
Move this over so I can see. There we go.
New notification.
B4. I-27. I-16.
New notification from Discord. Question mark.
I-23.
New
Golden
notification.
marker.
Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark.
I-17.
Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark.
And 40.
Question mark. Question mark. Question mark.
I-30.
Question mark.
Question mark.
New notification from
Question mark.
G52.
Question mark. Ah, jeez.
Vertical bar. Vertical bar.
073.
Equal sign. New notification from equal sign. Equal sign. Equal sign. Equal sign.
Equal sign.
New notification from semicolon.
B13.
New
067.
notification from semicolon. 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 Semicolon.
068.
Semicolon. New notification. Semicolon.
So I guess the patterns vary. Depending on the game.
G59.
That makes sense. So it's not the same pattern each time, unlike that other one. But in the second round, the second stage, the pattern varies. So I see the twist on
New notification
ordinary
from
bingo
Discord.
game.
Period. Comma. Period. Comma. 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 Comma.
B10.
New notification. Servers. Server action. Server. Mark. Add. Server.
B6.
New notification.
I-19.
Adam Michiganese Adam.
And 30.
Servers site. Servers group. Members list for general. Channel. New note. Roblox.
I-26.
No, I don't even have that.
Double quotes.
64.
Double quotes. Double quotes. Double quotes.
I-29.
Right there.
I-28.
Right
New
here.
notification. Double quotes.
And 44.
New notification. Single quote. Single quote. Single quote.
I-21.
Single
New
quote.
notification. Single quote.
B14.
Single quote. Single quote. Single quote.
Single quote. Single quote.
Single quote.
Single quote.
Single quote.
B1.
Single quote.
Single quote.
Single quote. Single quote. Single quote. Single quote.
I18.
Single quote.
Single quote.
075.
Microsoft Clip Chat. Microsoft notification from Discord. From single quote. Your videos region.
I22.
Single file picker document. 0 selected. Enter list. 1 of 1 level 1.
G47.
Exit list. 0 enter table list of folders, files, or items. 2 by 5.
I25.
Backspace. Column header name. Opening parenthesis. 1 of 2. Closing parenthesis. Name. More. Downloads completed. New notification from sales. Dollar sign. Column header. Backspace. Column header modified. Underscore. Column 4 of 5. Pick a file. My files. Recent photos. Share SPC. Playfield Studios. Great accent. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Backspace. 1 document. Click chat home.
G53.
Backspace. Edit. As pop-up. Roblox. Microsoft 365. New notification from file picker document. Enter
4.
group. Link. Begins Wheel of Fortune group. Link.
Well, now we're going for full card here.
286.
And 33.
Begins Wheel of Fortune episode 2.
Great, now what episode are we on?
Begin Downloads tab item. Begin WC file picker document.
File
Begins Wheel
picker
of Fortune
document.
2027. New notification from Discord. WPLD Grave Accent. Grave Accent. 1 level 1. 1 selected. Microsoft Clip Champ window. Begins Wheel of Fortune episode 351. Web content region. Begins Wheel of Fortune episode 3. Tab big
G50.
big 300 and Microsoft content.
They go. They go.
Yeah, not good to it here.
Space. Seek the timeline. Slider and seeker and 30 space. Seek timeline. Video. 2027 Gislin
New notification from Discord.
Duration is 7.50 seconds.
Hashtag WPLD
Slider and seeker
text
and 32
channels.
minutes 00
Tornado warning
space.
alert sent at
Seeker
August
and
18,
export video
2026,
dialogue.
18:55 and 58 seconds
Microsoft
CST.
Clip
New
Chat
notification from
Begins
Discord.
Fortune
Single
episode
quote.
351. Web content region. Begins Wheel of Fortune
New
episode
notification from Discord. WPLD IP logs.
Message composed.
Hashtag new
Your
notification
message
from
was
Discord.
sent.
WPLD and WR logs. New notification from Element. WPLD EAS monitor. Planfold chat. JJJ.
G53.
1 of 1. Window.
With the question marks. It didn't read the.
72.
It only read the J's, but not the question marks. Interesting.
Tab. B6.
Comma. Enter. And. Backspace. Question mark. Enter. Tilde. Enter.
Tilde.
G52.
New notification from K.
Just pressing that.
I30.
Backspace. Equal sign. Enter. Question mark. New notification. Period.
063.
Period.
Enter.
Period.
Servers group.
G51.
Other non-essential server. Direct. Book Michiganese at period. Backspace. Period.
Period.
G59.
Roblox.
B2. I24. Oh, 65.
New notification from slash.
15.
New notification from comma.
I23. Oh, 61.
New notification from slash.
Slap.
Forward. Confirm element planfold chat.
New notification from slash.
44. And 45.
Speed increased to 50%.
Exiting narrator. Yeah, I don't want the narrator running for too long.
G15. I16.
Oh my gosh, this sounds so.
And 38.
I don't know what to say about just the voice mod voice.
G49.
I don't know what to say. Just need 14.
I29.
Just need 1446. Let me move this over so I can see.
B7.
So I can get a good look at all the spaces on the possible spaces on the card.
69. B11. Bingo.
I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. I don't know why it does that. It's so
Enter,
strange.
enter. Voice call. Ongoing call disabled.
G54. And 34. Oh, 62. And 40. Oh, 74. Oh, 68. And 31.
Now we're trying to make a top hat
35.
pattern.
B1.
My goodness, how long does this go on for?
And 41.
Ah, it takes a long time when it's on Legacy. Oh my god, Jezza didn't answer! Let's try again!
And
Let's
40.
try again.
B4. B8.
I think I just realized it might be showing up on the Lenovo too. Oh no, it's not.
I22.
It's just this computer, not the other ones.
Oh, 73. I28. B3. Oh, 66.
That's not there.
G56.
This call.
I-27.
Call back.
And 39. G55.
Okay, now. That's a very annoying sound effect.
G60.
I'm glad things have changed with this thing.
B12.
The newer style, it sounds much better with the newer style. At least that's what I think.
I18. And 32. Oh, 75. Bingo. I25. And 33.
Join.
Oh, 64. I19.
Now we're going full card here.
I17. Oh, 67. B14. Bingo. Bingo.
My goodness, already? That was fast. Oh my god, the Jesuit foul didn't answer. Alright. So great, I'm just trying, so great, I'm simulating, element call from both the Lembine's perspective and my perspective at the same time. It's crazy, but sometimes I like to play around with this stuff. And how about we just have this microphone thing hold down the single quote key?
G48.
It stops typing in there,
069.
and it starts typing in the Roblox window. Saturday.
G59.
Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy. I don't want to go too crazy with that.
Group. Voice call. Graphic. Group call started heading level 2.
N44.
At level 2. Expand. Button. Cap P. Plant Volt Chat.
I18.
Decline. Button. Join. Button. 70 volume level.
B15.
Yeah, for some reason there's no
Banner
element
header.
call option here.
Element Plant Volt Chat.
Wow, that only lasted like a fraction of a second and it still went through. Oh my gosh.
062.
So let's try it the other way around.
B13.
This call's in an unknown state.
B9.
So great, it's only lasting like a less than a second on each
Call
end.
back. Element Plant Volt Chat.
Placed a.
I6.
I thought it said placed a video call for like a second here. So
Call
great,
back.
B2.
Element Plant Volt Chat.
oh, now there's no sound.
B6.
It still says decline or accept. Let's try to accept. Oh shoot, it updated. But whatever, that was going to be my next move.
Cap P. Plant Volt Chat. Voice call. Decline. Button.
Oh my
Accept.
gosh.
Button. Silence call. Button. Graphic.
G60.
Graphic. Decline. Graphic. Accept. Graphic. Cap P.
G55.
Plant Volt Chat. Group. Voice call. Decline. Button. Accept.
G51.
Button. Silence call. Button.
Silence.
Graphic.
Wait, silence
Graphic.
call.
Decline.
G58.
Wait, there's a silence call function? Wait a minute.
I27.
Oh, I can turn the sound on or off. Now, does it apply to just that one, or does it...
N33.
Okay. We should be focusing more on the game than that. Considering I think I might have missed a lot.
I30. O64. N34.
Letter H. Letter H?
O65.
So I guess whatever patterns it thinks of in
I20.
the second stage, I guess it chooses them at random.
O67.
So I guess it finally picks them at random. I guess it picks them at random.
Cap P. Plant Volt Chat. Group. Voice call.
O68.
Decline. Button. Accept. Button. Silence call.
Hey, finally, Jesuit found. What took you so long?
Accept.
What took you so long to finally answer me? I can't believe it took you this long.
N41.
So what's going on, Jesuit found? Jesuit found.
N36.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what my mind is up to tonight.
75.
Okay, I don't want this running for too long.
I23. B4.
before and after.
And 37.
Oh no.
72.
Oh no. Yeah, that's enough.
And 39.
I clear all this? Yeah, because I'm the admin of this, I can
I-21.
clear all these voice call messages.
Expand Gislenfield Productions
074.
remove 3 messages. 25 of 34. Expand. Button. Collapse.
G50.
Group. Profile.
Let's try to call back before the message is
Gislenfield
deleted.
Productions. Call back. Element plan fold chat.
Except
B14.
it didn't even
I-22.
bother trying.
061.
Well,
I-19.
I just like to experiment with stuff sometimes.
I-28.
Expand Gislenfield Productions remove 3 messages. 28 of 28.
Alright,
Expand.
clear all this.
Collapse. Group. Profile picture. Group.
073.
Gislenfield Productions. Space. Remove 3 messages. Expand Gislenfield
B3.
Productions remove 4 messages. 27 of 26.
Expand.
Button.
Wow.
Collapse.
I-24.
Expand W Gislenfield Productions remove 17 messages.
Oh, there's a voice call I attempted from
Expand.
Thursday. Let's call back.
And 45.
And 45.
Element plan fold chat.
Accept.
B11.
B11.
066.
Sure, let's do all this too.
And 35.
Bingo. Enter.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
No item in
RG.
view. No item in view. No item in
D.
view. No item in view. No item.
Ear 8?
No item in view.
Oh
item-
no.
No item in view.
Oh no.
Forward. Confirm remove element plan fold. Forward.
Remove
Confirm
all
remove
these.
element plan fold. Forward. Confirm removal dial element plan. Forward. Confirm removal element plan fold. Share. View source element plan.
I can't remove
Forward.
until after
Confirm
they've been
removal
sent.
dialog element plan fold
Apparently.
chat window. View source. Menu item element plan. Forward. Confirm removal dial element plan. Forward. Confirm remove element plan banner header. Voice call failed dialog. Okay.
Oh, there's the
Heading
429
level,
error.
Element plan
So-
fold chat.
Yeah, it didn't
Confirm
like
remove
that.
Forward. Confirm room element forward. Confirm room element plan double forward.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try it again.
Element plan forward. Confirm room element plan fold chat
Yeah,
window.
that's a lot.
Forward.
And
Confirm
33.
removal element plan forward.
So,
Confirm
just
room
gonna
element
remove all
plan
this.
forward. Element
And
element
37.
plan fold chat forward. Confirm room element plan fold chat window. Spaces nav forward.
Oh,
Confirm remove
66.
element plan Gislenfield share. Confirm removal dot element plan fold chat
B11.
window. Share. Menu element plan fold chat.
G51.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time to update all of that. 'Cause
B4.
I need to watch the board.
And 41.
It's gotta be some time before it updates everything.
I-19. I-30. B3. I-29.
It was just taking its sweet.
G53.
It was just taking its sweet time to remove all that. Wow, that was a lot of them.
Oh, 17.
That was a lot. My God.
And 35.
I'll keep Element open in case the Lembine decides to call when we're done. But I'm done playing around. But we don't have any more time to play around with Element tonight. Because time is limited.
Oh, 68.
System tray over quit. System tray overflow window. Pane. Vantage
G56.
widget. Button. 1 of 4.
Vantage widget. Oh yeah, the mobile
64.
Vantage thing from the manufacturer.
N36.
N36.
075. I28. O69.
He only has a general voice channel.
G57. I26. Bingo.
Alright, this guy's pretty much nearly charged. Yeah, it's going kind of slow because it's only a 2-core CPU. Starting narrator.
Central media. Mark folder. Hashtag WPLDN. Search downloads. Button. Hashtag WPLDN. Roblox. Close. Button. Begins Wheel of Fortune episode 378.mp4. Microsoft Clipchamp. Microsoft Clipchamp mainline from OneDrive. Your
072.
videos region. Import. Button. File picker document. 0 selected. Enter
061.
list. 1 of 1 level 1. Exit list. 0 enter table list of folders,
063.
files, or items. 2 by 5. Column header. Column header file type.
New notification
1
from
of 2,
Discord.
column 2 of 5.
Percent sign,
Column
percent
header.
sign.
Column header name. Column 3 of 5.
062.
Name
Question
column
mark,
header.
question
Column
mark,
header.
question
One
mark,
selected.
question mark,
Downloading
question
one
mark,
files.
067.
56% complete.
Question mark.
Microsoft Clipchamp window.
Question mark, question mark,
Microsoft
question
Clipchamp
mark.
Beacon WOF. Big downloads tab.
New
item.
notification
Today
from
group.
question mark.
Begins Wheel of Fortune episode 378.
New notification
One of
from question
Begins
mark.
Wheel of
New
Fortune
notification
episode
question mark.
378. Begin Big Microsoft Clipchamp window. Content sidebar region.
Now I gotta make a turtle pattern.
I24.
You have to make a turtle pattern now? Huh.
G47. N31.
N31.
G59.
Question mark, question mark. New
Question
notification
mark.
from Discord.
Space.
WPLDAM/FM logs. Hashtag WPLDMFM.
Right arrow.
Text channels. Special Marine warning receiving alert at August 18, 2026, 1916 and 39 seconds CST. At symbol, 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 at symbol.
And
This
44.
project is
At
going
symbol.
to be great.
At symbol, at symbol.
At symbol.
I22.
Grave accent, grave accent.
Polishing it off.
I27.
Tilde, tilde,
Tilde.
tilde, tilde.
G49.
Single quote,
You're going to
single
love this.
quote, single quote, single quote,
G50.
single quote, single quote.
And
Polishing
45.
it off.
New notification from slash.
071.
Slash.
Getting close to the
Task
finish line.
bar
B1.
R. E. Loading complete. T. Loading.
This project is
Romeo
going to be great.
Bill.
No
Romeo
station
Bill.
times are
G55.
available.
Bingo.
Roblox. Scan
Not
off.
done yourself.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Scan. Map. Region.
This
Map.
project is going to be great.
Veteran. Speed increased to 50%. Train.
23.
823. Train.
Getting close to the
823
finish
to
line.
Orland Park and 179 ST. Group.
Yeah, that one's just leaving Oaklawn right now.
Roblox. Scan off.
Done yourself.
Not that far from the train station, actually. I think I'm like, what, a
B12.
mile or... I think about a mile and a half
You're going to
away.
love
Oh,
this.
74.
Well, I could hear the horn of the
New notification
The,
from Discord.
42.
the train going by the
Polishing it off.
crossing at Homewood, which is like the next crossing
I-16.
over from Costner, which goes past the Advocate Hospital.
I-17.
Yeah, that's kind of like the first sign I hear.
E7.
That's like the first sign I know a train's
This
approaching.
project is
Not
going to
not
be
judging by the crossings alone. So
Scan.
B12.
Service
so maybe
alert dialed.
maybe someday I'll be
You're going to love this.
maybe someday I'll actually real fan real fan the station on my own time. Although I don't think I would get
Getting close to the finish line.
all right.
As roadblock. Scan off. And
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and play Uno, and then I think that's as far as we'll go today. Considering that I want to get back to the production of all these shows.
This project is going to be great.
Yeah, this project is indeed going to be great. It's so going to be great.
You're going to love this.
Yeah, I'm gonna love it. And I can't even move the window to full screen. Let's do the idiotic investing mode. That mode's been that mode's been fun. Although we could do the MGD mode.
Getting close to the finish line.
scan. Metro Tracker real-time map. Metro map station. Next EST tab item. Oaklawn. Metro Tracker real-time map. To Manhattan. Outbound. 8:15 p.m. 70 48 volume level. Map. Region landmark.
You're going to love this.
1303. Train. 1 Roblox. Scan off.
You've outdone yourself.
Metro Tracker real-time map. Home. Microsoft Edge window. Metro Tracker real-time map.
This
Microsoft
project is
Edge
going to
region.
be great.
Metro Tracker real-time map. Scan. Station Main Street / Downers Grove. Main Street / Downers Roblox. Scan off. Metro Tracker real-time map. Home. Microsoft Edge. 3. Win. 3
Polishing it
minutes
off.
selected.
3 minutes selected.
Train. 1303 to Aurora. Metro Tracker real-time
You've
map.
outdone yourself.
Map. Region train. 1294. New notification from Discord.
You're going to love this.
WPLDAM/FM logs. Hashtag WPL Metro Tracker real-time map. Station Main Street / Downers Grove. Main Street / Downers Station Main Street / Downers Grove. New notification from Discord.
The bay is closing. We have a buyer.
From Discord scan. Metro Tracker real-time map.
And now
Microsoft
open.
Edge window. Roblox. Scan off.
Polishing it off.
The car has been sold.
Metro Tracker real-time map.
You've outdone yourself.
6 selected. Min. M.
You're going to love this.
State next EST tab item. Mains DG.
This
Main
project
Street
is
/
going to be
Downers
great.
Grove. Metro Tracker real-time map. BNSF. 1303.
You've outdone
To
yourself.
Aurora. Outbound. Duke.
So what's the
Equals to PLEAM/FM logs.
Exiting narrator. Yeah, it's getting a little,
This project is going to be great. Exclamation point. Exclamation point.
exclamation point. Let's see, 1303
Polishing
is
it off.
arriving at Downers Grove right now. I've been talking a lot about the future of the show through the year.
You're going to love this.
If I end up back at Downers Grove after this day, that could hinder the county requests, the county requests a little bit. That could also hinder. I mean, there's a lot of things that could really hinder, but
This project
we'll
is
talk
going
about
to be
that at a
great.
later time. Your
Getting
age
close
was
to the
the.
finish line.
Oh my gosh.
Polishing it off.
It's probably viable if their fingers are crossed. Jeez. And then there's some of the other ones. 1294's next, and then it's 1283, and then 1285, then 1296.
You're going to love this.
Yeah, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it, alright. So it's good that I can still see what's going on, even
This
after the
project
rush
is going
hour.
to be great.
And then 1295 is the last one.
Getting close to the finish line. You've outdone yourself. Getting close to the finish line. You've outdone yourself. You're going to love this. This project is going to be great. Polishing it off.
Nobody will be receiving this card as a result.
Polishing it off.
This card is up again! Give us your best offer!
This project is going to be great.
The card has been sold to this chap here! The bidding on this card are now open!
Getting close to the finish line.
Congrats to this fella for having something that is probably valuable if the fingers are crossed!
Gosh.
You've outdone yourself. Getting close to the finish line.
So only 5 trains stop at Laraway Road. Only 10? Huh. So only 10 trains stop,
This project is
end
going
at
to be
Manhattan.
great.
Only 10 of them do. Only 10 do. Very interesting.
Polishing it off.
But then it's only...
You've
But then,
outdone yourself.
then the Southwest Service, you barely see any express trains. Chicago Ridge only sees like 1 express train
You're
in
going
the
to love
morning. Palos Park, and then expresses to Oak Lawn. It's 7 in the morning.
Give us your best offer!
This project is going to be great.
Come on. There you go.
That's alright. I didn't think any of you deserved
Getting
this
close
card
to the
anyway,
finish
so I'm
line.
kind of relieved.
So I'm kind of relieved. And then another similar express train
Polishing it off.
in the afternoon, the evening, whatever.
Corner now open. The card has been sold to this champion.
Oh gosh.
Getting close to the finish line.
Getting close to the finish line. It's not even, well, it's getting closer to the finish line.
You've outdone yourself.
Well, let's see what's up with UP Northwest or UP West.
You're going to love this.
Number 63, do it Berkeley, Elmhurst in 5 minutes.
This
40
project
minutes
is
until
going
it
to
shows
be
up
great.
in Geneva. Yeah, UP West travels quite a long distance.
Corner now open.
Polishing it off.
Trading is closed and we have a buyer.
Getting close to the finish line.
Yeah, 59
outdone
is
yourself.
done. 61 will arrive at its destination in 13 minutes. And that's the game.
You're going to love this.
Alright, so we are going to premiere in 30 minutes, the complete morning rush hour at Glen Ellen from
This project
today.
is going to be great.
Alright, so we're gonna play bowling here, and then we will be done.
Polishing it off.
So train number 64 is almost at Kedzie, and then it's Union Station. The Heritage Corridor, meanwhile, is absolutely bare. Because every station now reports that there are no times available. They only run like 6 trains a day on there. And it's only on the
Getting
weekdays, so
close to the
that's...
finish line.
I don't know why they would bother even running metro service if it's that, if it's that,
This project is going to be great.
if it's that slow, well, if the service is that low. Like only one direction inbound, one direction in the morning and another direction. Okay, it looks like all the
You've
lanes
outdone yourself.
are full. Alright, this lane's available. So we'll go ahead and play. Okay, so my settings have carried over.
Nearly there.
Alright, so after this game, then we will be done. And then I'll get ready to continue rendering episodes of these shows in addition to this week's edition of Beat Shazam, as well as Password. But yeah, the low metro service is the very reason why I barely ever rail fan the Heritage Corridor. And it's quite a simple reason too. They only run like one train every hour. That's it. They just run one direction and there's no express trains. No express. They just stop at every station and then it just continues on and on and on. And then that's it. Plain and simple. And then after that, it's either Amtrak Texas Eagle, Lincoln Service, or Union Pacific Freight. Because although the Heritage Corridor is under the ownership of Canadian National, I still call it the Union Pacific. I still consider it the Union Pacific Joliet subdivision because it's mainly Union Pacific that runs their trains on there. I'm still a little disappointed I didn't get to see the big boy in Lockport. Even about a month later, I'm still disappointed I didn't get to see the big boy there. But you know what? If they end up running the big boy down the Joliet subdivision again, maybe in the future if they do, then I might go to see it. But I don't know if that's something they will ever do again. But I hope it's something they'll do again. I really hope so. So yeah, that's so yeah, I'll spend the rest of my night tonight getting more of these episodes of these shows put together, and then yeah, Beach Shazam, all that good stuff. All right, so episode 380. I want to make sure I move this to its rightful place. And I think I forgot to mention something else. As I was clearing space off of the idea pad, or at least as I was preparing to do that, I somehow rediscovered all those Bill Wirtz videos I was storing on that drive. Bless you. Yeah, good thing I muted that in time. Let's see, dessert tonight. What is this, Fig Bar? I haven't had this before. Oh, there's the marine warning. All right. That sure sounds very different. All right, well, there's that. I was gonna start rendering this thing before the marine warning got issued. At this point now, I'm still in a little bit of a debate as to whether I want to include it. But, I mean, this Fig Bar, whatever it is, it's actually very good. It is actually pretty good. All right. let me move everything back over to their respective. There we go. All right. Well, yeah, this actually is a. This thing actually is good. I don't know about. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Actually, a couple of other things have been included in my little dessert bowl tonight. Those Pepperidge Farm Milanos that my mother likes, and the Chips Ahoy cookies, specifically the chewy kind. There's a standard crunchy one, then there's the chewy ones, and I know who likes that. Alright, so with that is going to wrap things up here for our Roblox show here for this week. So again, thank you for joining us tonight. And I don't know if Drew got that Marine warning like I did. You all heard it earlier, so not sure Drew got it. I sure hope he did. But such a shame you won't be able to tell me for quite a while. But we're not going to go into detail about that. So again, thanks for joining us tonight for our Roblox show, and we will see you again bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. Central Time when we bring you our next edition of the Weekly Test Wednesday Extravaganza. But until then, I'm going to get back to work rendering episodes of those shows. So, with that, on behalf of all of us here at Jessup Field Productions, we bid you good night.